Let's shift focus to Kenya. The East African country is reeling under violent protests. In the latest, protesters clashed with security forces and hundreds of armed men carrying whips and sticks. The fresh clashes broke out as protesters gathered in Nairobi calling for an end to police brutality. But the peaceful protest turned into scenes of chaos as Kenyan police fired tear gas to disperse the crowds. Things got worse when armed motorcyclists, known as goons in Kenya, charged at the demonstrators. Now, the protesters claimed that these armed motorcyclists were hired by authorities.
I am speaking on behalf of motorbike riders who currently cannot work because the city center is full of goons from the slums who have been brought in by Sakaja, the governor.
So instead of protecting the protesters, the police allegedly sided with the goons and acted as mere spectators while they were being assaulted. That's what the protesters are claiming.
The goons have infiltrated town and the police are just watching them. They are watching them terrorize people, stealing from people, stealing cameras from journalists. They are moving around in motorbikes, in whips, and they are masked. The police are the criminals.
The police did not directly deny any cooperation with the goons. In a statement, the Kenyan police said it does not condone such unlawful groupings. The recent clashes followed the shooting of an unarmed bystander by a police officer at a point-blank range. The man, severely injured, was taken to hospital later. A video of the incident went viral and has triggered public outrage. The police later stated that the officer who shot at the bystander using an anti-riot shotgun has been arrested. Now, the victim was targeted amid protests triggered by the death of Albert Ojwang, a 31-year-old teacher and blogger who died in police custody. His death has sparked concerns over alleged extrajudicial killings by security forces in Kenya. It led to massive protests with demands of resignation of a senior official whom protesters blame for the blogger's death. Civil rights groups allege that authorities have hired goons with crude weapons to quell these protests. Now, this is not the first time that goons have hit the Kenyan streets. The East African nation has a history of political leaders hiring armed mobs for their use. Now, earlier this year, President William Ruto was accused of hiring goons to follow his cavalcade to prevent protests during his tour of Nairobi. Ruto's tour descended into scenes of widespread violence and robbery, and he later denied paying goons to accompany his convoy. Kenya has been grappling with violent protests. Last year, thousands stormed Parliament in June to protest the unpopular finance bill and economic issues. The raging protests and clashes reportedly killed at least 60 people, while dozens more were illegally detained by security forces. Now, similar scenes seem to be repeating in Kenya with the current stir.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion kakaljo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$1
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.